According to a recent study, patients failing to take their medications as prescribed by their doctor cost the country about $370 billion each year. Now, that's a lot of money, but even worse, the higher risks of medical complications, even death, that are caused by what's called medication non-adherence. Well, members of the healthcare community are trying to fix the problem. And in the case of Apple Discount Drugs in Fruitland, making it easier for patients to take the prescribed medications is a huge first step.
Hey, Greg. How you doing? Good seeing you.
Greg Kukta of Hebron says a recent conversation with Apple Discount Drug owner Jeff Scher has put him back on the right track to feeling good. Greg was recently diagnosed with diabetes.
I went from taking no pills, I rarely took Advil for a headache, to taking 9 to 10 pills a day.
That meant 9 separate pill bottles faced him each morning.
You know, it got to be a hassle, and a lot of times I wasn't taking my pills, and the doctor was wondering why my blood sugar was still high.
One of his complaints was that I woke up early in the morning and I couldn't take my dose and I have to go away, and some people wind up, taking a tablet or two and putting it in a napkin and sticking it in their pocket, but it's really not the best way to do it.
So Jeff suggested Greg use PACMed from the PASS, or Patient Adherence Strip System,
which is a patient system that actually winds up giving packets that we take the patient's doses that are at that particular time of day and packages them together into a medication pouch. So that way it's very easy for them to automatically have their doses in front of them. They don't have to worry about fussing with vials.
This machine is what puts the meds in those pouches with clear information about the pills and doses.
This way it's labeled for them, tells them the time of day, tells them what the tablet looks like, and it's very much on the go. So whether he goes away for a week or 2 days or an evening or whatever it is, he has his medication, at his fingertips.
That'd be perfect.
Greg is among the 46% of Americans taking medications for chronic conditions like diabetes, hypertension, and high cholesterol. When he wasn't taking his medications correctly, he was among the 39% who are considered non-adherent.
And just the fact that people missing doses will wind up getting them into the hospital, getting them into nursing homes. It's really a situation that's a reality, and one of the big pushes for most of the insurance companies is to try to increase compliance, keep people out of the hospital also.
Nice, sweetheart. That's good.
And in a few years, the medical community may be paying for those missed doses.
Beginning, I believe, in 2014, is that if a Medicare patient is released from the hospital and they're readmitted within 30 days for the same condition, the hospital will not be reimbursed for it.
Greg says the PACMeds have made all the difference in the world for him.
It's become a routine for me with the little packets, because now I get done brushing my teeth, I'm getting ready to walk out the door, I put my wallet, my keys, and my medicine in my pocket.
Small, portable packets making a big difference in the way Greg feels.
Before, I was very sluggish. I was actually real sick to my stomach all the time, just an imbalance more or less. And since I've been able to take my medication like I'm supposed to take my medication, it really has leveled everything out.
And thanks to this machine, it should stay that way. And the PASS system was developed for institutions like assisted living facilities, where nurses have to dispense medication to hundreds of patients on a daily basis. Apple is the first pharmacy to roll out the system out to the general public. Well, still ahead on Delmarva Life, a day in the water. Hanging 10 could mean the world to a child with autism. It's part of the Surfers Healing Program, and you have a chance to play a huge part. We'll tell you what you can do to make a difference next. But first, here's another handy how-to tip.
You know what really makes me nuts? I'm trying to use the keyboard and it won't stay still because one of the legs is broken off. Here's your 30-second handy how-to using your handy-dandy big paper binder clip. All you have to have is a couple of these, put them right underneath the back of the keyboard, and lo and behold, that thing is rock solid again. You're ready to go to work. There you go.